all know the trial for Blake and Justin is starting on May 18th. A month later would be June 13th. So this wedding date would happen during what people assume will be the Blake Lively Ryan Reynolds trial. The fact that she's going to set and potentially have a wedding during that period, pretty telling.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding is weeks away, and the biggest fight nobody saw coming has nothing to do with the groom. It is happening between the women closest to her, and it is reportedly getting intense. Ever since photos of what appeared to be an engagement ring surfaced online, the question of who stands beside Taylor on that day has become one of the most searched topics among Swifties worldwide. Blake Lively, one of Taylor's longest-standing A-list friendships, is widely expected to play a major role in the wedding. But sources suggest her position in the bridal party hierarchy has quietly shifted in recent months. And Selena Gomez, Taylor's closest friend for over 15 years, is reportedly at the center of a tug-of-war that has the entire inner circle on edge. Taylor Swift has the kind of problem most brides would kill for, and it is tearing through her famous circle right now. Too many best friends. Only one spot at the very top. As Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding approaches, insiders say the drama unfolding has nothing to do with the NFL star. It is entirely about the women fighting for the top spot beside her, with the most watched wedding of the year just weeks ahead. Sources say the fight that nobody expected has nothing to do with the venue or the guest list. It is about who gets to stand at the front, and it is reportedly getting more complicated by the day. Here is what is reportedly going on. The role everyone wants is maid of honor, and the front-runner, by almost every account, is Selena Gomez. The two of them have been close for more than 15 years, going all the way back to when they were teenagers dating a pair of brothers.
I mean, she's one of the most brilliant people I've ever met. She is very strong in her lane, and she gives great advice all the time.
Selena appeared in one of Taylor's most famous music videos. They have shown up for each other through every public storm, and a viral clip recently set the entire fan base on fire by claiming Taylor had officially named Selena as her maid of honor, even though neither side has actually confirmed it. The lack of confirmation has only made the speculation louder, because if there is one friendship that has survived everything, it is that one.
It's one of those things where, like, one of our early on friendship bonding moments was like a couple years ago when both of us were going through really like heartbreak situations, and I just called her and I was like, I'll be over there in 10 minutes with a bunch of junk food.
But here's the part that turned a sweet story into a reported tug-of-war. Selena is not the only one who reportedly wants the spot. Sources describe a circle of A-list friends all quietly believing they have earned the honor. Gigi Hadid, who has been by Taylor's side for years, Cara Delevingne from the old Squad days, Lana Del Rey, even Sabrina Carpenter has been floated into the conversation. Blake Lively, whose public profile has surged in recent months following the controversy surrounding It Ends With Us, remains one of the most talked about names in the bridal party conversation. A friendship so long and so visible that her absence from the front row would send a message all its own. And then there is the wild card almost nobody talks about, Abigail Anderson. Taylor's childhood best friend, the one she has known since the first day of high school, the one she literally wrote a song about. Abigail reportedly feels she has a claim too, because Taylor once stood as her maid of honor years ago. That is the kind of history money cannot buy and fame cannot fake. Sources close to the Eras Tour camp say that the friendship dynamics forged on the road have made the maid of honor decision even more complicated than anyone anticipated. Friendships forged and tested during the record-breaking Eras Tour have shifted the dynamics of Taylor's inner circle in ways the public is only now beginning to understand. Women who spent months traveling the world together, night after night in sold-out stadiums, built bonds that changed the hierarchy in ways no outside observer could have predicted. That history matters when a decision this permanent is being made. And it does not even stop at Hollywood. The Kelce side has reportedly entered the chat. Brittany Mahomes, who became one of Taylor's most visible companions during NFL season and brought her into the football world in the most public way possible, is also reportedly in consideration. That has only added fuel to an already tense situation. So is Kylie Kelce, Travis's sister-in-law, who has become family through the relationship. Suddenly you have a bridal party tug-of-war stretching across music, fashion, the NFL, and childhood all at once. A long list of powerful, beloved women are reportedly each believing they belong at the front. The reported reality is blunt. Everyone wants to be number one, and there is only room for one. Think about what that says about Taylor's life. Most people struggle to fill a wedding party. She reportedly has to disappoint global superstars just to finalize one. That is the strange gravity of being the most famous bride on the planet. Every choice sends a message, and every name left off a list becomes a headline. So while the world waits for the dress and the date, the quiet drama playing out is over. Who gets to stand closest to her when she says I do? So here is everything else swirling around this wedding right now. Because the bridal party battle is only one front in a much bigger operation. Start with the guest list itself, which keeps getting shorter in ways that are turning heads. The newest cut is one of the most surprising yet. Actor Miles Teller and his wife, model Cooley Sperry, reportedly will not be attending, despite years of well-documented closeness with both Taylor and Travis.
You and Kelly maybe be attending the wedding?
You know, I don't know. That is going to be, I imagine, one impressive wedding. But yeah, just very happy for them. I've known, Trav for a while too, and yeah, I think they're having a blast. That's the point.
Cooley once appeared in one of Taylor's music videos. The couple even joined her in a VIP suite during a Super Bowl, and now they are reportedly on the outside, joining other once close names like Karlie Kloss and Blake Lively, who are also reportedly being left off the list. The pattern is impossible to miss. This is not a wedding being built around who Taylor has known. It is being built around who she still trusts. And for the guests who did make the cut, the rules are reportedly strict enough to spark a rebellion. One invitee is reportedly so frustrated by a no-plus-one policy that she is threatening to skip the wedding entirely. She is upset that coupled guests get to bring someone while she would have to walk in alone. Her reported complaint is almost relatable. Who wants to show up solo to the biggest wedding of the decade and know almost nobody in the room? And the plus-one drama gets even juicier, because one report claims Travis is reportedly biting his lip over the fact that one famous friend is bringing an even more famous musician as her date. The seating chart alone could be its own reality show.
Some guests have suggested that they have not been invited alongside a partner, and they are livid.
Well, the whole +1 thing is a little bit tricky. I would suggest that it comes more into play if the bride and groom are struggling a bit for money and they want to keep the numbers down.
Now, while the guest list shrinks, the secrecy around it is reportedly reaching almost unbelievable levels. There is reportedly no stack of mailed invitations at all. Taylor is reportedly calling guests personally one by one, giving them the date and the city, and then stopping right there. No venue, no address. People are reportedly being told to keep their summer open and simply wait, with the location revealed only on the day itself.
She is not actually sending out save the dates. Instead, guys, she is actually calling people and telling them, hey, keep this date.
Some have started calling it a ghost wedding because even the invited guests do not fully know where they are going. When the normal system leaks, you become the system. That obsession with control reportedly extends all the way to fashion's most powerful figure. Anna Wintour, the legendary editor whose approval can shape an entire industry, reportedly offered to help plan the wedding. And Taylor reportedly said no, choosing to run the day herself in the name of authenticity over spectacle. The same level of guarding reportedly applies to the dress. Reports say 6 gowns were commissioned from multiple designers, several of them decoys. Every designer is under a non-disclosure agreement, so that a single leak could be traced to its exact source. 6 gowns just to protect one walk down the aisle. Even the pre-wedding parties are reportedly being treated like major productions. Taylor has reportedly set a budget of $10 million for Travis's bachelor party, a relaxed Bahamas villa trip built around golf with his brother and his quarterback. Her own plan is reportedly the opposite of chill, with sources describing multiple bachelorette getaways across several of her favorite destinations alongside her closest friends. When you're this couple, even the warm-up events become global headlines. The venue rumors have taken a fascinating turn, too. One insider floated the idea that the ceremony could happen inside Taylor's own New York apartment. The claim is she quietly bought 4 units in the same building and combined them into one massive compound, more than large enough to host the people who matter most. The same report claims the Save the Dates asked guests to donate to charity instead of bringing gifts. Other sources suggest the celebration could be split between 2 venues entirely, a sign of just how tricky balancing this guest list has become. And in the middle of all this planning, Taylor still found a way to remind everyone she is working. She reportedly confirmed a brand new original song tied to one of the biggest family films of the summer. Only she could lock down her personal life like a vault and still drop fresh music that sends the entire fan base into a frenzy. The money side of the wedding is its own quiet storyline. Sources say a prenuptial agreement is almost certainly being finalized. The most interesting part is reportedly not what goes in it, but where it gets signed, with one state reportedly offering far stronger protections than the rumored wedding location. The people advising her reportedly understand that difference down to the last clause. Travis, meanwhile, keeps making headlines of his own. He reportedly bought a minority stake in his hometown baseball team, calling himself a kid from the Heights living the dream.
Skull Guards, baby! It's a dream come true for a Cleveland kid. Any Cleveland kid would be through the roof right now, and I'm happy to be the honorable one to get to do it for us, man.
That set off jokes that the bride was secretly funding the whole thing. And at a recent playoff game, sitting courtside beside Taylor, he reportedly pulled off a beer chug so enthusiastic that his own brother roasted him for it on their podcast.
The internet would beg to differ, you classless. You're a role model, Travis. You cannot be out there chugging beers in public.
I'll chug this accelerator right now. It was a classy chug, Jason. All right, didn't spill one drop. Didn't crush the can. I'm on hardwood floor at an NBA game. Could have got messy. It was a smooth, classy chug to get the people going.
Even the music world keeps circling back to her, with one of the biggest names in hip-hop reportedly slipping a friendship bracelet tribute tied to her Eras tour and a lyric name-checking her into his latest release. So here's the bottom line. Taylor's bridal party is reportedly the center of a quiet battle with Selena Gomez, the front-runner for Maid of Honor. A long list of famous friends from Gigi Hadid to Abigail Anderson to Blake Lively to Brittany Mahomes and Kylie Kelce are all reportedly in the conversation. The guest list keeps shrinking, with Miles Teller and Cooley Sperry now reportedly cut alongside Karlie Kloss and Blake Lively. A no-plus-one rule has reportedly sparked a boycott threat, while the seating chart reportedly has Travis biting his lip over one guest's famous date. There are reportedly no mailed invitations, just personal phone calls with the date and city, but never the venue. Taylor reportedly turned down Anna Wintour and reportedly commissioned 6 gowns with several decoys. The bachelor party reportedly has a $10 million budget. The bachelorette is reportedly a multi-stop world tour, and the ceremony could reportedly happen inside a combined New York apartment compound. She reportedly confirmed a new song. The prenup is reportedly being finalized, and Travis bought a stake in his hometown team while a hip-hop heavyweight tucked a tribute to her Eras tour into his latest music. 31 days until July 3rd. The best friends are reportedly fighting for the front row. The guest list is reportedly getting shorter by the day, and the woman at the center of it all is reportedly making every single decision herself. She is deciding not just who gets a seat, but who gets to stand beside her at the single most important moment of her life. Because in the end, the hardest part of a wedding this big is not the planning. It is choosing out of everyone who loves you, the very few you trust the most. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.